Hi and welcome to the soprano part for my arrangement of Human by Rag and Bone Man. We are going to be doing lots of different things in this song. It's the tune passes around the whole choir, so because of that we have to sort of, after we've done a bit of tune, we have to do a bit of rhythm and some supportive parts as well. So there's a whole mix of things going on in here. We're going to start the song with the tenors on the introduction. So we have a little section that goes, I'm only human, I'm only human. And I'll give you a metronome for timing on that, because it's very asymmetrical. There's spaces and then there's bits all kind of repeated straight after each other. So it's a little bit tricky. So let's have a go. It will go 1, 2, 3. I'm only human, I'm only human. Just turn my metronome up there because I don't know if that was loud enough. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3. I'm only human, I'm only human. Yeah, so you can hear that there's some bits where you get a little bit of a pause and sometimes where you don't, where it's just repeated straight after each other. What you will hear at the beginning of the song is the altos doing da-da-dum, da-da-dum, and that is your intro. You literally get one line of that, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, I'm only human. So there's not very much of an introduction at all. So I'm going to sing the alto part quietly for you. It will go 1, 2, 3, and da-da-dum, da-da-dum. I'm only human, I'm only human. Yeah, and that is your intro. Lovely, so have a little go at that. Rewind if you need to go over it. And then you're going to get, after that, a big gap. So the basses are then going to start to sing the tune. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. And then you're going to come back in here. So you finished on I'm only human, and you're going to go up to there for your who note. Yeah? So when you come back in, you've got a little phrase that does this. So it's a long held note, just a reminder that I'm not a soprano, so I might make these notes sound a bit reedy and whiny. I'm actually a tenor really, so this is quite tricky for me. So as best you can, nice airflow and keep that nice and smooth. So underneath you, you'll hear, but I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. And your ooh goes over the top of that. So let's just try that one more time. Touch your note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Good. And you can swoop that note. Ooh, can do a nice slide because it's quite an eerie sounding song, and that kind of adds to the effect. Lovely. In the third part then, you're going to do you're going to do 3 whoos, and your whoos are here. You're going to jump down in your voice now. You've just finished on ooh, and then you're going to go to here, whoo. Yeah, so let's try that with a metronome so you've got an idea of the timing. It will go 1, 2, 3. Hoo, hoo, hoo. That's it. Now the third one, you don't want to hold it because you're going to go into the lines, are you deceived in what you believe? So actually it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3. Who what you believe. Yeah? So let's try that together again. After 1, 2, 3. Who are you deceived in what you believe? Yeah, so that third who goes straight into are you deceived. From there, are you deceived in what you believe? Then you're going to go back to that oo note you had at the top, up there, and you're going to have a very robotic, short staccato section now. It's very slow and steady, but it's short. So it's going to go, let me put the metronome on. It's going to go, I'm only human, only human, only human, only. And it should feel way too slow. It feels like it's very, very easy to speed it up because it feels like you're not doing anything. But it's really important that you keep the tempo slow and steady, and you'll see why in the next verse. So here we go, let's try that together. So it's very robotic and military sounding. It's gonna go, I'm only human, only human, only human, only. Yeah? So you've just finished, I'm only human, only human, only human, only. Those 2 notes that you just had right there, you're gonna stay on them for the next bit, which goes, whoa, whoa, and then, whoa, whoa. So you have 2 that do, whoa, and then you have 2 that do, whoa, which is always quite fun to sing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go from I'm only human into those woes, just so you can see how they fit together. You'll notice here we go, and I'm only human, only human, only human, only, whoa, 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 whoa. Good. After that then, you've just done whoa, and then you're gonna get this. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. It's worth doing that a few times because it's not the tune, so it doesn't go where you think it's gonna go. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. And then you're going to finish that with, don't put the blame on me, on that top note. Don't put your blame on me. So that is the same note on that line. Let me put that with the metronome so you get an idea of timing. 1, 2, 3. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Let's do it again. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Good. So we're going to go from the beginning to there now, and I'm going to start adding in some swaying and some clapping. If you are part of my choir, you should do the same. It might take a little bit of getting used to. If you're not in the choir and you're just joining us for the next few weeks, then you don't have to do any of this if you don't want to. It's just fun and it looks good and it feels cool, and when it's done as a choir, it's really cool. So we're just going to practice going side to side. Now I'm going to go left but say right. I'm going to go to my left and say right, because you will, on the video screen, you will then be matching me. So I'm going to say right, left, right, left, and you should be copying me exactly there, so moving with me. So all I'm doing with my feet is I'm going right together, left together, right together, left together, right together, left together, and I'm going to add a click like this. Right click, left, click, right, click, left, click, right, click, left, click, right, click, left. And then we're going to start singing the song, okay, on top of that. So we're going to add in our introduction and we're going to add in our ooh. We're going to add in our who. When we get to the who, we're going to add a clap instead of a click, just to build up the dynamics a little bit. So we're going to change that click into a clap. And when we get to the chorus, very excitingly, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? So we get 4 clicks to every side to side movement. Now, as I said, if you're really struggling with this, then don't worry about it just now. Concentrate on the singing. But if you can put it in, it's really good to ingrain it in the brain as you're learning the song. It won't be that fast. It's much slower in the tempo. But just follow me if you're not sure, and don't worry about, you know, if you're a couple of beats late or anything, just come in and try and copy me as much as you can. So, from the top of the song, you're gonna hear da-da-dum, da-da-dum, go. I'm only human, yeah? Here we are. So let's start with the movement. We're gonna go right, together, left, together, right, together, left. Add a click, right, click, left, click, right, click. Now the altos are going to go. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, go. I'm only human. I'm only human. And shh. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. Thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. Come in with the ooh, here we go. In what you believe, I'm only human, only human, only human, only. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. That's it. Good. Well done. Well done. I know there's a lot to think about in there. As I said, do concentrate on the singing first and add the clicking and clapping and the movement in later if you feel comfortable with it. If you're one of those people that needs it ingrained in from the start, then just try putting it in. You'll be surprised at what your brain can take in. Right, second verse is you on tune. Yes, it is. Sopranos get the tune here. And this is where you work out why the song is so slow. Because if you start doing, I'm only human after all, I'm only human, you're going to get to the next bit and you're going to go like this. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. And it's basically rapping. So we don't want that. We need to keep the pace really steady through the whole song, because when you do, anyone who gets the tune in this, and every part of the choir gets the tune in this song, it's really difficult to get the words out if it goes too fast. So we're going to have the tune, and I'll put the metronome back on to keep us steady. So just have a listen. It will go like this. 3, 4, 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. So we're just going to do that little bit. I'm going to stop the metronome because we need to slow that down. You're counting as 1. It goes 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. If you need to do some tongue twisters before you get into this, please do. Red lorry, yellow lorry, yellow lorry, etc. Pick one of your favourites, pause it and do that, and then get into this. So we have 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. So the tune is ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. So we're doing a lot of swapping between high and low there. Let's try a bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Then you get a pause. Making you cry. Here's your repeated line there. Making you cry. Your turn. Yeah, so let's try it at speed now. So from Don't Ask My Opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry. Your turn, let's go, and 1. Good. At that point, you're going to get this coming up. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Let's do that again. 2, 3. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. So it's an alternative tune, actually. It is the main tune, but it's a different phrasing than the other parts of the choir I've had before you. Let's go from Don't Ask My Opinion, and we'll add those 2 lines on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Good. And then the final 2 lines after that line. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. So you've got 2 notes on blame. Let's just try that. 1, 2, 3. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I've gone completely out of tune. Let's start from here. 3, 4, 1. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Okay, then you're going to do the woes like you had before. So they sound like whoa, 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 whoa. Same chorus as you had before. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Good. Okay, so that point there, you have you've gone back to your woes and you've done another chorus. This chorus is actually a double chorus, so there's an extra little bit coming up now, but it's exactly the same with different words. So you're now going to have, I'm only human, I make mistakes. I'm only human, that's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Yeah, so we're going to do the double chorus now. Actually, let's put the woes in as well, just to give us a practice. So it goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Double chorus. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Continue. I'm only human, I make mistakes. I'm only human, that's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Good, we're going to try from the second verse, Don't Ask My Opinion, where you're going back to a click. You go back into a double clap at the whoa. Okay, so we're going to go from the top, well, the top of the second verse, sorry. Don't ask my opinion. Let's go. We're going right together, left together, right together. Let's add a click. Right, click, left, click. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human, I make mistakes. I'm only human, that's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. And that takes us to the bridge, which is new and we haven't done yet. Let's have a look at that. We've got some more who's. We're going to stick with the same sort of 2 notes that we've had through the majority of the song, la la. And we're going to have here 1, 2, 3, 4. Who, higher. You're going up half a step there, which is more difficult than a full step. So there's a different chord happening there, so it's a bit crunchy, but you provide the crunch, so make sure you've got that note right. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Higher. And hopefully you've noticed as well that the year of higher is offbeat, as in so don't forget that in your timing. Here we go, same little section. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. So you get a little bit of the low tune coming up now that the other parts in the choir had earlier. So I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. So that comes not long after the higher. So you've done, if we put them both together, you've done higher. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Yeah? So you've got to jump down a little bit in your voice from the higher to the I'm only human. So it's a bit of a jump. Right, we've only got one more section left. You've just done don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Then you've got as your ending. I'll do that with some timing for you. So if we just add in that little bit of tune that we've had. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. the end. Lovely. So now we need to add some percussion bits in. We're going to go from the second verse, so where you sing don't ask my opinion, all the way to the end, and I'll show you what we're going to do with the clicks and claps and sways. The sway will always happen. So let's put the sway together. Right together, left together, right together, left together, add a click. Good, and we're going to come in with Don't Ask My Opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry, 'cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Double chorus. I'm only human, I make mistakes. I'm only human, that's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Into the who, keep the clapping going. Who. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. And that's the end of the song. So you have 4 clicks on the hum, like this. So when you reach that last hum, there's no more clicking. Your hands can have a rest. Good. Okay, we're going to do the whole thing. I hope that you've caught up with that all right. Oops, sorry. And if you need to, just keep rewinding. Just go back to anything that you're not sure of until you've really got it nailed, and then join in. So we're going from the beginning. I'm going to add in all the clicks and claps and swings and sways and everything in. Do what you can. And just a reminder of how the song starts. The altos will do da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Then it's you. I'm only human. So it's straight in after that. Here we go. From the top, let's add in this way. So we're going right together, left together, right together, left together. Now add your click. That's it. The altos are going to start. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Go. I'm only human. I'm only human, human. Then the basses will go. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. Come in with your top ooh. Here we go. Ooh. In what you believe, I'm only human, only human, only human, only. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm only human after all. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Keep going. Don't put the blame on me. I'm turning the page. I'm only human, I'll make mistakes. I'm only human, that's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Then we have the bridge. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. And that is the end. Well done, well done. There's a lot to take in there. I hope you've found that all right. And I will see you soon. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Do feel free to repeat anything that you need to go over until you've got it nice and straight. And now you can have a practice with all the parts. All right, take care. Goodbye.